Hey everyone, Connie here with some updates and everything. First off, a really interesting update I wanted to bring up to you guys. So as you know, my plan was to start using my old computer again for recording in my bedroom, so I could leave the cord for my new computer out here and have to worry about taking it back and forth all the time, all of that jazz. And I was just about to do that, like just now, basically. So I went into my room, I booted up the old computer, I got onto my login, and things weren't opening up. I tried to, because I had to use my thumb drive here to transfer over the OBS settings, the different scenes and sources. I tried to open up the place where OBS was so I can transfer all that over real quick, and it was saying I didn't have permission to open that. So I tried going through different other places and whatnot. My desktop wallpaper wasn't showing up, and pretty much everything was saying I don't have permission to open that and whatnot, which doesn't make sense because I have the administrator profile on there, and there's not even any guest profiles or anything. So I started to try to check out other things, and nothing was pretty much nothing was working. Chrome wouldn't open, Steam wouldn't open, nothing. So I'm thinking, okay, this is weird. So I sign out. I'm thinking maybe somehow I did sign into like the wrong profile. Somehow. I signed out, and it wouldn't let me sign back in. It kept saying like the login could not be authenticated or something like that. So I'm like really, really confused at that point. So I just shut the computer down. And when I turn it back on again, it blue screens. The computer blue screens, and it then starts like, it goes to the Toshiba logo, because my old computer's a Toshiba, and it starts saying repairing disk errors may take over an hour. So I have no idea what's going on. Because here's the thing. Back before we moved and everything, before I got this new computer, it was working. The only issue was that it started coming up with that fan error, the cooling system. Otherwise, the computer was working. I gave it to my friend for probably a couple months, is how long he had it. He fixed the fan, he fixed even the lid of the old computer, and at that point, everything seemed to be like would be fine. After we moved, I got on the computer once, I just to check out everything, because I got the old computer back basically the day we moved. So I got on the computer once after we moved, just to check out, make sure everything was good, everything sounded good in terms of the cooling system, and for the most part it did. Everything was working. I was able to go to different websites and stuff. Everything was set up fine. And in the like 2 weeks since we've moved here after that, I really haven't used it again. I just never got around to it. I've been using my new computer, the one that I got thanks to Smurf Vlogs and Too Old for Fandom. I don't know if that could somehow be the problem. It's like the temperature's been fine here. It's not been too cold or hot or anything at any point. So I don't think that would have affected it. So I have no clue. All I know is that now, like, again, a couple weeks later, I open it up and all that shit happens. And I have no idea why. And again, it worked before when I turned it on like right after we first moved here and stuff. So I don't think it's anything my friend did. Now, mind you, that laptop, the old laptop, was like 7 years old. I got it back in 2012, February of 2012. So it's over 7 years old now. So, and people say you should replace your computer every like 4 to 5 years. You should get a new one every 4 to 5 years because the computers can wear down. the systems and programming can start to have issues, as well as just, they become outdated generally. Um, but I just didn't expect this, because again, before I gave it to him, like a couple months before I moved, it was working fine. I gave it to him basically like right after I got this new computer, because as you know, my old computer started having the cooling system issues, and then you guys, Smurf and 12 Random, you donated, allowing me to get the new one. I don't know what's going on with that. I do not understand why this is happening now. Right now, like I said, I just was all of this just happened. I had just tried to record on that and everything. So it's still in the process, basically, of repairing disk errors, and I don't know if that's going to work. But what I'm thinking right now is that it's possibly not going to, and at this point, unless like it does work and everything goes back to working really well, or at least as well as it was, I'm probably not going to be using that computer for much. Because if I'm being honest, I can't. I just don't want to like deal with that, basically. Which sucks in a lot of ways for a lot of reasons, but I mean, at least I got the new computer. At least I have another option, But yeah, I just want to let you guys know that, because obviously that has affected just everything starting out today with reactions and all. Next update. So I've gotten some information, and apparently Friday's going to be an interesting day, because there is no new episode of Carole on Tuesday. There is no Carole on Tuesday episode 13 yet. They're taking a week off to have a recap episode, and JoJo does this as well, and I'm sure a lot of shows have done it. A lot of shows that I probably haven't watched, if I'm being honest. They're taking the time to do a recap episode, and honestly, it makes sense. With how big and monumental that episode was, episode 12, with how much of a massive deal it was for the series. Yeah, I mean, having a recap episode at that point, as I said in my redirect, in my afterthoughts of that episode, it kind of felt like the end of one big long arc. And now everything's moving forward in a different way, in a kind of different focus. So, yeah, it's definitely going to maybe need a week off after that. And I'm fine with that. I just didn't know what was happening. So there will be no Carole on Tuesday this Friday. Fortunately, we did already upload a Carole on Tuesday episode this week, so it's not like we're taking an entire week off. But, well, we're not taking this entire week off, but we still have to wait till next Friday, which kind of sucks. Also, for Friday, One Punch Man Season 2 is coming to an end this week. Well, I mean, the episode has already aired, but this is the last episode of Season 2, and I did not realize that. Now, yes, the first season of the series was only like 12 episodes as well, but I for some reason thought that this season was actually going to be longer. But no, it's also only 12 episodes. And so it's like, it really took me by surprise. I did not know this was ending yet, and it just didn't occur to me. I mean, when I look at it from the story of the series and all, and where it left off on episode 11, I can see why. I mean, Bang and Bomb are finally confronting Garo, who honestly this entire season has really focused on. Yes, there was the Monster Association making their presence known, but like I said before, they're kind of just making their presence known. They're not the current big bads quite yet. Garo was definitely more of the big focus right now. So it makes sense that this season would end on on finally having the confrontation between Silver Fang and Garo. That just makes sense. Now, people are already saying that they hope Madhouse is somehow brought back for season 3. Because, once again, that's still the only complaint anyone has for this season. Everyone's complaining. It's like, oh, it's just because of the art and animation. It's not the same. It's not as bombastic or special. It's like, oh, shut up. But yeah, whether Madhouse is somehow brought back or whether JC Staff keeps the show, I'm excited. And honestly, I think that if it comes down to whether Madhouse comes back and brings back the excellent art and animation but results in weaker story and characters, or if JC Staff keeps it and it's stronger characters and story but weaker art and animation, I'd rather have JC Staff any day. I may be in the minority there, but I would rather have stronger characters and story than art and animation. That stuff does not matter, especially since the series started off as a webcomic with really crappy art style. Like, we don't need great art and animation for this series. It is not by any means necessary. So yeah, One Punch Man is coming to an end this week, and that may leave some of you wondering, are we going to be replacing it with anything on Fridays, or is it just going to be Carole on Tuesday from here on out? Well, while I don't want to replace too much on, well, at least as of the moment, I don't want to replace too much on Saturday. I was thinking of maybe since JoJo's coming to an end and MLP's on hiatus, I was thinking of maybe bringing Amphibia to Saturdays. But you know what? Amphibia's currently airing, isn't it? I mean, they're doing a lot of episodes per week, and it's going to just really rush through it. But it's technically still currently airing. So, the currently airing day is Fridays. And while Amphibia may not be an anime, we're not going to have like a currently airing anime that I'm going to be reacting to again until the fall anyway. So, why not replace One Punch Man with Amphibia? So that's what we're going to do. Saturday, we're still not really replacing with anything for JoJo or MLP or whatnot. But starting next week, a week from this Friday, we will be bringing Amphibia to Fridays to take over for One Punch Man. It will hopefully be good. I've heard some good things about it. I don't know too much about it, but hopefully it ends up being pretty darn good and is worth it. I can say that if I do end up dropping Amphibia, then it probably will just be Carole on Tuesday on Fridays from that point forward. Because yeah, there's really no anime airing during the summer season that I'm interested in reacting to. Barely anything that I'm interested in checking out to any degree. So I doubt that there's going to be much to work with there. But we'll see. We'll see. Other stuff should be fine for the most part. For example, I'm still going to get today's reactions done. They're just going to be here because I'm not going to bring everything into my room right now just to try and get that done in there. I'm going to get to tomorrow. Tomorrow, by the way. Tomorrow is the 4th of July, Independence Day here in America. I know a lot of my viewers may not be from America, so just noting this. I'm not like the most overly patriotic person. I criticize America all the time. But, I mean, I still enjoy having a barbecue and just spending the day with family and stuff, playing games and whatnot. So tomorrow, I mean, it's good that it's on a Thursday this year, so I don't have to worry about taking off of any reactions. But the big thing is that tomorrow, like, that was my plan before I really realized it was Independence Day. It was going to be my plan to record Let's Play stuff for Ori. If I can get to it in the morning, because my sister probably won't be coming over until like afternoon, um, at which point we'll begin doing stuff and all. So if I can get to it in the morning, if I can wake up in time, um, I'll try to pre-record it then. If not, I'll have to do so some point on Friday, since I won't have to record as much on Friday anyway, due to no Carole Tuesday this week. Um, but yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll kind of go as we go and take it one step at a time, basically. Just as a note, on Friday, my dad is taking off just to make a one long weekend. Um, but I'm still going to be recording. I'm just going to definitely be in my room to do so. But yeah, and there will still be a live stream on Friday. That's still happening. One other thing regarding all of that as well. Just in the future, during like the later part of this month, I think it's the last week of the month. I'm going to actually be helping out at a camp, a choir camp my church helps run and staff and stuff. And I'm going to be helping out at that, and it's a week-long thing. So during the course of that week, unless something happens, I'm not going to be able to pretty much record anything, which really sucks for obvious reasons. But it's like there's just no way I'm going to be able to, because I'm going to be gone all day, every day, basically, that entire week. Unless something happens to, again, to stop that or to change that. But yeah, hopefully, it still works out and everything still goes well. But I did just want to let you guys know about that ahead of time. Because, it's kind of a big deal. It'll be an entire week off. Now, that Saturday, I should still be able to get to whatever would be going on that Saturday. Or if there's nothing currently airing, because JoJo would be done, and MLP wouldn't be back from hiatus yet. That Saturday, though, I might end up doing Carole Tuesday and whatnot, since that's, again, currently airing stuff. So, and because that Saturday I won't be going, because that Saturday is my cousin's graduation party, and I gotta go to that. That does take priority. Either way, yeah. There's a lot going on with all of that as well, with all the reactions and all going forward, you could say. So otherwise, everything should be good for now. I will continue to let you know if anything changes at all, and if there's any other big updates regarding all of this. And we'll just continue to move forward and make the best of everything, pretty much. And just kind of take it from there. And there's one last thing I want to bring up, one last thing I want to do before I end this video, and that is to reveal the July movie night poll winner. So let me get this up real quick. Okay. There we go. So as you can see, the poll winner for the July movie night is To the Forest of the Firefly Lights, which actually really surprised me, because I was expecting From Up on Poppy Hill or Digimon Adventure Try #3 to win. Those I would have thought would be the most popular choices, because Digimon Adventure Try, I mean, it was a big deal, and it's Digimon, it's huge. And From Up on Poppy Hill is a Studio Ghibli film. Vixen, I kind of expected to be one of the least. I actually expected Bayonetta to be probably not many of any votes either. Um, from Up on Poppy Hill, Bayonetta and Digimon pretty much always kept right around the same amount for each other. Constantine only got like up there a little more recently in comparison, but To the Forest of the Firefly Lights kept the top vote the pretty much the entire time, which really surprised me. I really didn't expect it because, as I said when I announced this and all, I don't know what it is. I think it's on Netflix. I think it's an anime movie, but that's about it. I don't actually know what the plot is, but I guess you guys do, and I guess you guys want to see me react to it. So sometime during the month of July, I will react to that movie. I don't know when. I don't know like any of that context behind it, but I will get to it at some point. Um, we'll just kind of have to wait and see. Um, and we'll kind of just move on from there with all of that. So, yeah, thank you all so much for tuning in and continuing to support the channel and everything. And I hope that everything continues to go well. And I hope you guys are excited for what's more to come. So thank you all so much. And for now, I'm Connie, and I'm signing off. See y'all next time.